My gosh, what beautiful scenery. Look at this, y'all. Look at that. Now that's pretty. That is pretty. You know what else is? Something that was sent to me by our friends, the Stanley Company. Yeah, that's right. Another cook set. They know the way to my heart. And they asked me if I would take this cook set, present it, and so I said, hey, sure. I'll give anything a whirl, at least once. So let's take a look at it. This is the Stanley Adventure Series Base Camp Cook Set. Service for 4. 19 pieces. That does include cookware, tableware, prepware, and even a small drying rack. That sounds like a lot to go in such a little bitty box, so let's open it up and see what Stanley's got. Alright, this is exciting. Coming right out of the box. We're going to see. Now, I must tell you, I have already opened this. I couldn't stand it. Like a kid with a new toy, you get excited. This is the kit itself. This is the retention strap right here, this bungee that holds it all together. This pot is about, it's knocking on 4 quarts. It's not quite there, but it is so close, it's unreal. Okay, so you got 101 ounces up here to this little line on the side, and you've got some more room up here. But of course, you know, if you're cooking, it's going to boil over. It's got a steel lid. The kit, the cooking parts of this kit are all steel, stainless steel. There are no plastic tabs on this cook set, which was a complaint from some of the other ones. This is all solid stainless steel, at least the cooking parts. Now, this is something that I'm very excited about. Each one of these kits, this is the best way to unpack it, I've found. That's a good pot. That's a generous sized pot. And that will cook enough for 4 people. I want to get to the part that I'm pretty darn excited about. We'll save these for later. This is the Stanley Frying Pan. Now, this frying pan, as you can see, it's a good size, okay? It's a good size frying pan. And what's really interesting is if you look from the side here, that's solid steel. Solid steel. It's very thick. It's a thick bottom pan. It's going to heat beautifully. The pan, in a way, is similar to the Pathfinder skillet. If you like the Pathfinder skillet, you're certain to like this. And that's the handle. Stout. Frying pan, in my view, is one of the best camping pans, fryers that I've come across. I mean, in no uncertain terms. Now that we've looked at the stainless steel parts of this cook and serve kit, we want to address the plastic parts. Now, some of these I gotta say, I am wild about. And some of them I'm a little bewildered. The 2 things that I do like is this 2-part cooking spoon. Love that, man. It's nice. It's a great size. And this little 2-part spatula. I think it's going to work really well. In the past, I've used some of their implements for cooking like this, and the plastic really shocked me with how resistant that it was to heat. We're going to try this one, and we're going to see how this one does. Now, it also has 4 bowls. These bowls are pretty good size. I think these are awesome. It's going to be great to eat out of these. Now, this is the part I'm a little bit bewildered about. These are the plates. Now, it's a plate. It's about a saucer size. It's 6 inches. But, hey, look. The kit's not big enough to have 10-inch plates. It just doesn't have it. I got to say, right now, opinions will vary, but I would rather have this than nothing. At least I have something that I could put, even if I took a steak, cut it in half and put it on there, or, you know, a pancake or two. I'm glad they have it. I guess, I mean, just doing the math and measuring, it's not possible to have full-size plates in this kit, but at least you have something. And if you use in a meal a little plate or a saucer-like thing like this in conjunction with a bowl, you've got a little bit of real estate to put some food on to enjoy out in the wilderness. We have a cutting board to do your food prep on. Now, there were some smaller ones in another kit that I have, and they worked well. This is really a good little cutting board. You won't believe it until you try it. I'm going to tell you. Those things work really well. Now, it also has 4 little sporks. Okay? These little sporks. And these are adequate. They're adequate. They're decent size, and I'm sure they're just fine. They're sporks. Now, it has also with it, if you're laying your pot down on some type of furniture or something like this, not like this stump here, it has a little silicone trivet or trivet that you can take your hot pot and set on top of it, and you don't have to worry about burning the surface below it. That's kind of neat. Never seen one of those in a cook kit before. And last but not least, this is a drying rack for your bowls, and of course your plates. And it has plenty of slots to complete all that. Now that's really cool. Now you may say to yourself, man, that's a lot of pieces in that kit. How in the world are you going to remember how to put it back together? Well, on this lid, engraved, is a picture of how all the items nest back into the kit. Brilliant. I love it. Because God knows, as forgetful as I am, that would be rather comical to see me try to put it all back together. I gotta admit, I mean, hey, being honest, I mean, I don't have a good memory. I don't know, I could probably do it, but this is nice. If in doubt, you've got it right here, etched in stainless steel. Well, there you go. There's a look at Stanley's flagship cook set. It is the Base Camp, the Stanley Adventure Series Base Camp cook set. And I gotta tell you, if you've watched my channel for any length of time, you'll know 2 things. One, that I do like Stanley Adventure, their outdoor gear line. And the second thing is, I'll tell you what I don't like about something. Right or wrong, I mean, it's just an opinion. You're trying to form your opinion now about gear and things like that. And I've got to tell you another thing. Navigating through cyberspace and newspapers and books and things like that, It can be a rather daunting task if you're new to try to find a cook set that you're gonna need, like, enjoy, that it's gonna perform for you, that the quality's gonna be there. Well, I can tell you this, based on my past experiences with other parts of the Stanley outdoor line, I know this was going to be probably my second favorite cook set. My first is going to be the Stanley Prep and Cook set. And the only reason it's going to be my favorite is it's a little bit more packable, and I love that. Okay. Now this, whenever I go do a little car camping, which I do a lot of, I'm bringing this baby, no doubt. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for taking a look at the Stanley Base Camp Cook Set. And thank you, Stanley, for coming up with this. I appreciate it. From Donnie Pavlini Outdoors to you and yours, as always, we appreciate you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and to you and yours, we'll see you in the woods. Take care. I'm hungry. I'm ready to cook something. Oh, stay tuned. We're going to do a little fried supper out here. It's coming up.